The election of a new pope is an event steeped in tradition, dating back to the earliest days of the Catholic Church. In the early centuries, popes were often chosen by acclamation, a simple voice vote by the clergy and people of Rome. As the Church grew and became more geographically diverse, this system proved inadequate. Power struggles and outside interference led to a more structured approach. By the 11th century, the College of Cardinals emerged as the body responsible for electing the Pope. This group of senior church officials, appointed by the Pope himself, provided a more stable and representative method of succession. Over the centuries, the process has been refined further. The modern conclave, with its emphasis on secrecy and seclusion, emerged in the 13th century. This system aimed to limit outside influence and promote prayerful discernment among the electors. While the methods have evolved, the fundamental principle remains constant, seeking the guidance of the Holy Spirit in selecting the next vicar of Christ. The death or resignation of a pope triggers a period of intense preparation within the Catholic Church, culminating in the conclave. This unique gathering brings all eligible cardinals, those under the age of 80, to the Vatican. They gather from every corner of the globe, bringing with them a diversity of experiences and perspectives. The cardinals take up residence within the Vatican walls, secluded from the outside world. This physical separation underscores the spiritual nature of their task. It is a time of prayer, reflection, and discussion as they seek to discern God's will for the Church. Within the conclave, all forms of communication with the outside world are strictly prohibited. Newspapers, television, and internet access are cut off. This media blackout ensures that the cardinals are not swayed by public opinion or external pressures. Their focus must remain solely on their sacred duty, electing the next successor to St. Peter. While often viewed solely as princes of the Church, the cardinals entering conclave are, more importantly, men of deep faith and pastoral experience. They hail from diverse backgrounds, cultures, and theological viewpoints, reflecting the global nature of Catholicism. This rich tapestry of experience is essential to the process of electing a pope. It is through their deliberations, sharing insights from their respective corners of the Church, that a more complete understanding of the challenges and opportunities facing the Church can emerge. However, it is not just their earthly experiences they bring to the conclave. They are also men of deep prayer and spiritual discernment. The decision of who should lead the Church weighs heavily on them. They understand they are not simply selecting a leader, but a shepherd for over 1 billion souls. Section 4. The solemn act of voting, a process shrouded in secrecy. Central to the conclave is the act of voting itself, a process shrouded in centuries-old tradition and secrecy. Within the Sistine Chapel, under the awe-inspiring frescoes of Michelangelo, the cardinals cast their ballots in silence and prayer. Each cardinal, called by name, approaches the altar and, with a hand on the gospel, solemnly declares, "I call as my witness Christ the Lord, who will be my judge, that my vote is given to the one who, before God, I think should be elected." The ballots are then carefully collected, counted, and checked against the number of electors. If no candidate receives the required 2/3 majority, the process is repeated. Following each unsuccessful ballot, the ballots are burned in a special stove within the Sistine Chapel. Black smoke signals to the waiting world that a pope has not yet been chosen. This visible reminder adds to the drama and anticipation surrounding the conclave. It is a tangible sign of the cardinals' ongoing discernment, their continued search for the one chosen by God. Section 5. Habemus Papam, the significance of the first appearance. Finally, after days of intense prayer and deliberation, white smoke emerges from the chimney above the Sistine Chapel, announcing to the world, "Habemus Papam, we have a pope." The long wait is over, and the Church has a new leader. The new pope's first public appearance is a moment of immense joy and expectation for Catholics worldwide. Standing on the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, he offers his first blessing, Urbi et Orbi, to the city and to the world. This first appearance is not merely ceremonial, it is deeply symbolic. It represents the beginning of his papacy, a moment when he steps onto the world stage as the Vicar of Christ. His words, demeanor, and even his choice of vestments are carefully analyzed, offering glimpses into his priorities and the tone of his papacy. The world watches, eager to see how this new shepherd will guide the flock entrusted to him.